Hello everyone, the Blast here, back with another nasty analysis. A video series where I play through an old or crusty video game and go over the general story mode, game mechanics, and my overall thoughts and opinions on the game. Today we are going over a newer game than usual, but still soul-crushingly old. This is the Simpsons Game, released back in the year of our savior, 2007. A game that is 18 years old this month, and that may or may not be the only reason why I'm going over it right now. Nonetheless, I have been in a Simpsons mood lately, and as a child, this was my Simpsons game. Unfortunately, I never really played Hit and Run, only like once at a friend's house, but one day I plan to play through that one too. But this is the game that I remember having a nasty time with. The Simpsons Game released back on pretty much every console back in the day: Xbox 360, PS3, PS2, Wii, the DS, and what I had it on, the PSP, a true relic of the past. This go around, however, I played the PS3 version, which I heard was the best. Of course, in the Simpsons game, you get to play as the Simpsons family: Homer, Marge, Lisa, Bart, and occasionally Maggie, each having specific abilities, collectibles, levels, and upgrades. And being a Simpsons game, you can expect a full Simpsons episode that covers the story and cutscenes. Which also means, unfortunately, don't think I can play too much of the cutscenes because they look too much like the show, which is just asking for a copyright claim. But at least I may be able to show the scenes that awkwardly and randomly switch between 2D and 3D. Whoa, just cut to 3D animation for some reason? That was kind of weird. It is pretty much an extended Simpsons episode though, so if you're a fan of the show, you definitely get a kick out of it, as well as the snappy one-liners the characters are always saying. For me though, I never really watched too much of The Simpsons, but I am still a fan of the characters. My only real knowledge of the franchise though comes from this game, a couple Treehouse of Horror episodes, and a handful of normal episodes, and mostly the movie, honestly, which I had a DVD of and watched religiously as a kid. So, although I do enjoy a good Son, one thing I'll say right off the bat is that there's a lot of quips and one-liners like an ass load to where it's constant and you have the characters talking the whole time, which does tend to get a little brain numbing after a while. Especially when you're running around Springfield and all the NPCs are just wandering the streets, all having lines they spew out.
If I have to cover another Eagle Scout ceremony, I'm gonna blow my brains out. I think I bit off the majority of my tongue.
These are some good one-liners. But hey, I get it. That is what they are known for. It is a cartoon, so at least most of the lines are still pretty funny.
And there's only one person in Springfield who's smart enough to figure out how. I drink blue juice from under the sink.
But since we're on Springfield right now, as a whole, the area is pretty cool, and apparently you can only explore the town like this in the PS3 and Xbox 360 versions. Wandering around Springfield is pretty interesting, and if you're really about the exploration, good news is there are a ton of collectibles, over 300 spread across the 4 characters. Bottle caps for Homer, savings coupons for Marge, Krusty coupons for Bart, and Barbie dolls for Lisa, or at least I think they're Barbie dolls. I'm not too sure. There are also 30 video game cliches you can stumble on, which are just meta jokes pretty much. And this game is a very meta, especially come the second level and onwards. The first level though is a fun introduction to the game, taking place in a chocolate wonderland in Homer's dreams.
Excuse me, Fatty, you're eating our world.
Showcasing the basic game mechanics and Homer's abilities. This game is a beat-em-up platformer with elements of puzzle solving, usually flipping between the 2 characters present, similar to Lego games of the time. This first level doesn't really have any of that and is only like a 1-character show, but Homer is probably the best and my favorite character to play, especially with his ability to turn into a giant ball of fat at any time. And after defeating enemies and destroying boxes, food is dropped and is used to give Homer power. These items that drop are different for each character though, and is used to charge up their power meter, allowing them to use their basic abilities, and using half the meter by holding down the action button allows the character to use an ultimate attack. Homer's is my favorite, being the ability to blast a sick burp, acting as like a flamethrower. This ability meter, like I said, is also used to power Homer's ball form, giving him the ability to launch forward, as well as do a ground pound. But nothing in this game is as satisfying as getting a shitload of enemies grouped up and then steamrolling them with a Homer missile. That felt good. Getting through the chocolate level, though, transitions to Homer waking up and really starting the game, and we can freely walk around and not only explore Springfield, but the inside of the Simpson home. It's always interesting to me just exploring areas like this in a three-dimensional space, which wasn't originally intended to be a three-dimensional space, you know, like cartoons and whatnot. The real story begins here, though, and it's about as meta as a video game can possibly get, beginning with Bart trying to pretty much buy GTA from their version of GameStop, only for Marge to take it away from him, and then Bart sadly walks away and then stumbles upon a book that fell from the sky, Death Note style, and it turns out to be the game guide for the Simpsons game that we are currently playing.
This is so weird. The only Simpsons game I can think of is the one where we all pretend Dad isn't an alcoholic.
This shows Bart that he and his family have superpowers, and he and Homer go off to fight criminals because Bart thinks he's a superhero now. This leads to level 2, which takes place in a museum, which is the first real level, involving solving puzzles by switching between Bart and Homer, and fighting a bunch of night security. Alright Homer, yeah, beat the shit out of them. Yeah, give me that power. Alright, I need the power burp. Power burp! We get to play as Bart for the first time here, and he's pretty fun too, probably being the best at platforming. Bart is equipped with a slingshot, and he finds his ammo for it by defeating enemies, much like how Homer finds his food. And a neat touch that I love about Homer and Bart's collectibles is that every level that they're in changes what they are, stylistically to the level that they're on, you know? Like, if there's a France level, Homer's food is stuff like croissants and shit. It's just creative and I like it. Bart also has an alternate form that he can take on at any time without the cost of his energy meter, which is Bartman, a Batman parody where he can glide around with his cape Batman Arkham style, as well as climb walls and zip line. Once we get to one of the bullies, we're also introduced to the power-ups. Each character has a power-up that amps them up and allows them to one-shot enemies and also grants them invincibility for a short time. Bart's is Robo-Bart, and he can fire infinite lasers. He's my favorite power-up for the 4 characters by far, because spamming long-range projectiles is just OP as hell. The final bully here acts as the first boss of the game. He doesn't really have much health, but he hits pretty damn hard with his laser gun. Oh, he's down there now? Get him. Oh, no. Dude, he's gonna kill me. Okay, if he hits me one more time, I'm dead. Get his ass, beat him up! Next up is level 3, which is one of the best in my opinion. Homer has entered an eating competition with all the other fat characters of Springfield, and we fight against them as Bart and Homer try to get to the end while eating as much as possible. Each different segment of this level is themed around a different country and its food, and a puzzle must be solved to get to the next segment. It's fun visually to look at, and it's pretty memorable, especially the part at the end where fat Homer must fight the Statue of Liberty in order to eat its delicious hamburger. What is that? Oh, I thought that was a different body part. Why are they fighting me? We're on the same side here, boys. Dead? My burger? It's my burger. Filthy hands off of it. Most challenging part, though, is how wonky climbing can be sometimes. Like, right here on this fucking vine. No! Bart almost just broke both his legs. Dude, get up there.
Of this magnitude.
Why is he falling? Just go straight up, Bart. Oh my god. Bart, no! What are you doing? Bart, please. Why is this so difficult? Oh my god, no, Bart! I've been at this for like 2 minutes. This one little section right here. I'm just gonna jump over and just fly, dude. Fuck it. Please make it. Oh, thank god. Where's Homer? Level 4 is okay, taking place at a logging facility. Here we get to play as Lisa for the first time, though accompanied by Bart. Here she wants to save the forest by killing all these blue-collar workers. Awesome. Lisa isn't bad, her main ability being her saxophone, which when played can actually brainwash enemies to fight alongside you. Her main gimmick for solving puzzles though is activating these Buddha statues, which gives her the hand of God, allowing her to move objects and do other types of abilities we'll get into later. But her power-up is just kinda lame, and it's just a worse version of Bart's. Lisa turns into Clobber Girl, where she's just super strong and she punches enemies in one shot. Bart is way better because, you know, it's a fast shooting projectile, easily destroying all enemies, but Lisa, along with every other character, moves pretty slow. making it so most enemies can just walk away from you because they walk at the same speed. Level 5 is where we get to play as the last members of the family, Marge and also Maggie. Marge is somehow the most unique character and also the least interesting. Her main gimmick is that she gets to use her megaphone, which she can use to influence NPCs around you to also fight for you. You can use these NPCs to destroy buildings or also build buildings depending on the mission. It's actually pretty fun when you get a whole swarm of like 15, 20 NPCs, and then you just go to war with the other enemies. So far this level actually is like the most interesting. Marge is almost dead. I gotta back off. This is getting intense, dude. I gotta get some more followers over here. Contrary to what it looks like, these are peaceful protests. There's only 3 of these Marge levels in the game though, and with the megaphone being her only real ability, it makes her kind of like absent for most of the game. Maggie is also in the game, but she's just an extension of Marge, being used in very niche areas where Maggie gets sent into like an air vent or sewage pipe. But you just walk around first person in these sections and just smack a thing with your binky and boom, you're done. This level takes place in Springfield, where Marge is using her abilities to make a bunch of protesters that go against violent video games. And we go about this by destroying cop cars, starting fires, and pretty much having a street war. Pretty fun. I love the pure chaos of this. I lost somebody. Mo. This concludes the first of 3 chapters in the game, which was pretty much all regular Simpsons stuff. But chapter 2 is where things get a little weird, starting with an alien invasion, spreading all types of tomfoolery. The first level takes place when Bart and Lisa go over to Professor Frink's house to see if he can help them get cheat codes for the game that they are currently playing and living through. But come to find out he was transported into the game engine. He is then snatched up by Donkey Kong and it is up to Bart and Lisa to save him. This level is full of all types of awesome but sad references sometimes. I mean, look at how they got my boy Sonic. He did not deserve this. Oh, and we gotta do Sonic even dirtier. Oh, no! Into the sewage. Mario's over here looking a little scuffed too, but we get some football enemies and also some Liu Kang references from Mortal Kombat, I think. Oh, he's beating the shit out of me. Damn, Lisa. Ruthless. The whole level is pretty memorable, and the setting of pipes and green ooze really sticks with me. There's also a whole section with an ocean of blood. It's pretty sick. No, not in the blood! The level ending with a boss fight against Donkey Kong while swarms of enemies come at you. Oh no. Ah, damn it. Oh, I just flick him back, I guess? Okay. Alright, I thought this was more complicated than it looked like, as per the usual, but no. Just defeat the enemies. Flicked! Donkey Kong dies to the ooze. After saving the professor, he gives us a cheat book to help fight the aliens. And after finding out he's banging a Koopa, we leave and move on to level 7. The level centered on the actual alien invasion. This level's pretty fun, just using Bart and Homer to annihilate a bunch of aliens. Most of the Homer and Bart levels are pretty decent. The worst part about this is the introduction of Helium Homer, the worst power-up in the whole game. Is it even a power-up? I don't know. He just floats for a very short amount of time, and it can be super sensitive when you start spamming the gas button to get him, a little bit of distance, but he just like launches like a missile and it's just too hard to control. Can't say I'm a fan. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, Homer, please. This is also, I think, the only level where you can turn into Lava Homer. Actually, that is wrong. You can actually play as him also in this level, right here. So, I'm a little dumb. Who would have thought? But this level does end with a pretty fun brawl with a swarm of aliens with also the help of a shotgun-wielding Cletus by our side.
Cletus, are you okay?
I think they done busted my stank bomb.
Level 8 is where my frustrations grew. The Donut Boy boss fight. This thing is annoying. Not so much because he's hard, because he's not. The goal is to fire slingshots at the back of his body where hatches are. Then Bart has to go somewhere high and glide down to the platform and mess with the circuit boards. Problem is, jumping in general for this game kinda sucks. Verticality is good, the jump height is decent. It's how far you can jump horizontally that sucks. There should be way more distance here, man. You jump like a foot in front of you. Damn it. Okay, just doming double jump, dude. Fuck it. Damn it! Oh my god, okay.
Let's do this thing.
Damn it! Why is it so much harder going back? I am always missing jumps that look like they should be pretty close and easy to pull off, but it just sucks, dude, especially for Homer, who I think is the worst. I mean, it makes sense because he's fat, but still, man, it's a platformer. But even in this instance, Bart's glides are barely a glide, and you're so slippery landing on the hatch, it might take a couple tries, but the boss is only stunned for a little bit before he decides to pick up everything and just run to the opposite end of the map. And it's a pretty big map. And this happens pretty much every time you miss. Are you kidding me? Dude, okay, this fucking get off me, you dirty little clown. And just running in general in this game sucks. I already mentioned how slow the characters are. It wouldn't be bad if it was just Homer, because he can, you know, get around fairly good with his ball boost. But you specifically need Bart to do this. And I have to wait for fucking Bart. Where's Bart? I can't even, like, access him. I remember this part being a bitch, too, that I did not like as a kid. Get out of here, man. Get off my platform. Stop looking at me. Turn around. Dude, this fucker won't turn around. Do not miss, please. No, my God, dude, this sucks. Should've, oh my God, dude, this sucks so hard. This sucks so unbelievably hard. Okay, second down. What do we have to do? One more time, probably? Where is he going? Just back over here? He's going from one point to the other point, back and forth each fucking time. Alright, don't miss. Please don't miss. How am I supposed to get to that one, dude? How am I supposed to get to that one? And now he's gonna run all the way back to the other side of the map. Same place as usual. Very poor boss design. Dude, I'm about to lose my fucking shit. That should have landed. Okay, good. Just please be dead. Please be dead forever. The running back and forth for this fairly simple boss is what drags this whole section down for me, and I hated it. Moving on, we're at another level that I remember not liking as a kid, but this go around wasn't too bad. Behold the dolphin level.
I tried to fight back, but all I could see were snouts and blowholes.
Oh, Sea Captain, I'm so sorry.
Don't you dare pity me!
So the aliens made dolphins evil. This may be a reference to an episode, I don't know. But we play as Lisa and Bart here and run around the pier and fight dolphins. And the boss fight is a lot easier and simpler than it looks. The Dolphin King is in this giant arena where it looks like we're going to have to solve like different puzzles to damage it. But I just did the same puzzle in the corner over here over and over again. And yeah, it worked. You can just spam the same little thing over here and the dolphin dies. I may have just overthought this as a kid, but it's stupid easy. And with that, I mean, the Simpsons have fought off most of the alien invasion. This is not enough, however, and the family turns to the internet to figure out how to stop them.
Move it! I want to play solitaire.
This takes us into the final level of the chapter where we must save 8-bit versions of The Simpsons from Will Wright, who is the game designer for The Sims. Son?
You can't do this!
Of course I can. I'm Will Wright, bitch. You're not so great.
Uh-oh. Chasm death. Oh, we're almost out of time. I don't think we're gonna make it. Maybe if I really lock in. Come on. Where's Bart? Bart. Oh my God, Bart.
This is it. I wish I spent more time cleaning. Dad, I no longer think you're dumb as a rock.
Right at the end, right at the end. Okay. Okay, we got it. I think we got it. After foiling his plans, we are now in the third and final chapter of the game, which, looking back, this game is a lot shorter than I remember. I remember this game being longer as a kid, but I guess that was just me taking too long to solve these puzzles, I guess. Should I drop it on Bart? I kind of want to. Sorry, Bart. Oh, he's dead! Alright, let's try to figure this out. It's usually not as complicated as you might think. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Maybe I can use this as like a stepping stool. Ah, no, come on. Don't be like that. I gotta try and slow it down so it doesn't have a violent landing. These are the cheese strats, boys. This is definitely not how you're supposed to do it, but this is how I'm gonna do it.
Finally.
Come on, go up. Why is this not working? Come on, dude, come on, glide a little bit longer, Bart. Maybe I can pull that bottom piece off too. Let's see. Oh, I can. Okay. I was just dumb. Who could have guessed? And then this goes here. Alright. But here the Simpsons must battle through more levels in the game engine, all taking inspiration from different genres and games. We also acquire upgrades for the whole family. Homer's being the most unique, with him now able to turn to Gummy Homer, where he can shoot lobs of green gummy hunks at enemies. Then Bart gets some basic upgrades like improving his slingshot damage and range, as well as his gliding ability, to make it so he can actually have a decent glide now. Then we got Lisa over here, who only has upgrades to her Buddha ability, giving her some unique things, but only in this form. Powers like the ability to freeze and use lightning, also being the only upgrades to the family that is actually necessary to solving puzzles. And finally we have Marge, who definitely drew the shortest straw, and only gets an upgrade to her megaphone to make it have a stronger blowback when you use its charged attack. Awesome. I mean, Marge just got like shafted this whole game, I feel like. Even her like invincible form, her power-up isn't that cool. It's just a police Marge, and I mean it's just basic. She's invincible and kills enemies in one hit, like the rest of them. This section of the game, though, I would say does have the most unique levels. Level 11 maybe being my favorite out of the bunch, being a medieval Lord of the Rings style level where we play as Marge and Homer, and we must gather the help of the hobbits in a burning down village to defeat a two-headed dragon with the heads of Marge's sisters. Alright, Marge, we have to rally the dwarfs up. Or hobbits? I don't even know. There's so many of them. I have oh my gosh, whole army. Alright. Get him, get his ass. Don't stop, don't stop. Alright, go get that dragon bitch. Homer's got so many buttons. Oh, did I not hit? Oh no. Repair! Get to work! It's a fixer-upper. This time I will not miss. The beast may be slayed. She's not dead? Then once the beast flies away, we infiltrate a castle with Mo-goblins, even fighting through a dungeon crawl section. Oh, I can't even tell what's going on. Breach! My minions need to breach! Keep fighting, I believe in you. I have to destroy the source, or else we have no hope of survival. Oh my god, there's so much stuff going on, I can't even tell which ones are dead. And also sacrificing some of the hobbits, which is pretty fun.
Does anyone have any gum?
I just sacrificed them? Am I about to sacrifice some more? Oh, okay, that's kind of brutal. The final battle with the dragon is kind of funky though, and honestly not even sure what I was supposed to do, and I just kind of won in the end. Ow. What am I supposed to be doing here? What is this? Why is he not flying up? I can't tell if you have to hold it or spam the button. Oh my god. Do I actually have to hit her, I think? With the gas blast? Okay, that didn't do anything. Did I finally... I don't even know if that did any damage. Egg wave? What? Gas Homer sucks, dude. This is like the worst power-up in the game. Ah! No! Oh, okay. No health. You just start over. What even happened?
Finally killed your sisters. I'm the happiest magic guy.
I literally have no idea what even happened with that.
Well, at least we quit smoking.
Let's move on to level 12, which is the World War II style level, where we play as Homer and Bart, and it's split up into 3 separate sections. First is a fun little collecting game where we run around and cause havoc in France while recovering a bunch of white flags. Then we get a stinky escort mission, who likes those? And then finally the last part where we gotta infiltrate an aircraft carrier, blow up sections of it, and then defeat Mr. Burns in a climactic boss fight. Burns boss fight? And he's done. Level 13 is a level I remember fondly as a kid. Maybe because of the bright and colorful art style, but playing through it this time, I had some major frustrations. Here we have Homer and Lisa, in a level based around anime and Japanese games like Pokemon and Katamari Damacy? You know, that thing about rolling around stuff into a big ball? Yeah, that's what Milhouse looks like. The god from that game.
Welcome to the realm of Mr. Dirt. Isn't it splendid?
Beat it, loser.
But the idea and theme of this level is pretty cool. You gotta go around the 3 different sections of the map, all representing different elements, and fight a Pokemon-like creature in the end in a turn-based RPG. The thing that sucks here though is the infinite spawning sumo wrestlers in every single location, all of whom love to gang up on you or use their rolling move from across the screen to light you up. Probably not even for like any real reason. It might just be me, but this is annoying. I can't. Okay, dude. Look at this. Ain't no reason why these guys gotta keep spawning. And it really sucks where there's parts where you gotta use Lisa's Buddha powers to move objects and solve puzzles. The thing is, if you're doing that as Lisa, if you get hit by an enemy, it just knocks you out of it. And all these Buddha statues are mostly in areas that are pretty easy for enemies to get to. Most of the time, Lisa's Buddha statue is placed in a high spot away from enemies, but not for this level. Nope. First, we gotta solve the puzzle in the central area where we have to place lanterns around a toilet fountain. And of course, we gotta deal with all the sumos. Then we gotta go to the lava area where fire sumos spawn while solving more Lisa puzzles. Now the question is, do they infinitely spawn like the other ones? Sure hope not. Ah, dude, that's so annoying. Like, if you're gonna make me do this shit, why do you got guys that infinitely spawn? Let me switch! I'm trying to switch with fucking Homer right now! Oh my god, this is starting to annoy the fuck out of me. This is starting to annoy me, dude. I can't even switch! Culminating in the first battle against what are called Sparklemon? What? Immune? Immune? Why is this guy immune to everything? Just punch him then. Really? Oh, there we go. That's what does it. That Bender? The second area is better, but still suffers from ice sumos. These enemies are the most annoying enemies in this whole game, dude. I swear. I thought the dolphins were bad. Oh, I thought the dolphins were bad. Here we gotta break 3 glaciers with Homer. Only downside is we gotta use Helium Homer. After doing that, we fight Ralph Wiggum's Sparklemon. It's a Squirtle. Lightning!
I summon wonderful magical animal.
Should have been Spider Pig. Oh no. And then we enter the final area, which is by far the worst, representing the air type. And we pretty much have to stay on this flying ship with 5 generators powering it. And we constantly run around trying to keep the ship afloat while even more sumos spawn in and turn them off. And this lasts a while, and they're just so annoying, man. I was raging. This is annoying as shit. This whole level, I remember this level fondly. No, so far this is sucking. Oh my god, you dumbass sumo wrestler! Get out of here! Homer, are you alive? Dude. Dude! Not even halfway yet. Oh. Dude, these sumo wrestlers are the most annoying fucking enemies to ever exist. Lisa's saxophone kind of sucks because when you press the button to use it, first it takes it out. So it's not like very, you know, a good reaction timing for it. You press the button to use it and, oh, I gotta whip it out first. This makes my brain hurt. And then after defeating the last Sparklemon, we depower the god of the realm himself, Millhouse, and then beat the level. Then we get to level 14, the final Marge level, taking place in the game that started this whole storyline in the first place, a GTA parody with Itchies and Scratchies as the gang members. Marge and Lisa go around gathering all the goofy looking dogs and cleanse the rot by destroying pimp mobiles, repairing buildings, and turning off the trash and music. Worst part is at the end when you have to fight off a bunch of one of the worst enemy types in the game, the self-exploders, which I don't think I can use, you know, the word that they're usually referred to as, because YouTube thinks if you say the big S word, people will do it. How silly is that? But anyways, these guys suck, and you have to use Lisa's telekinesis Buddha powers to drop barrels on them before they get to the ice cream truck, so, you know, they don't blow up. No, no, no! Not the bombs. How am I supposed to stop the bombs? Oh no. Okay. Just flick them! Flick them! All my dogs are dead. How many waves we got? This thing is almost destroyed. Let's go get his ass. Look at all my dogs just laying back here. All lined up and ready to go. Alright, fellas, let's go. We're gonna go mess him up. You done. Rest in pieces. Completing that level leads to the Simpsons acquiring the 4 key cards they need to get into the gates of their creator. The big man himself, Matt Groening, however you say it.
Violet, engage the Super Tune defense systems.
Yes, Mr. Groening.
It's graining.
Are you sure?
No.
We're just gonna move on. This is level 15. And it takes place in his golden mansion, surrounded by an army of lawyers. Defeat the lawyers. Quick. Defeat all the Saul Goodmans. Alright, Homer, it's time. Watch this. Turbo burp. Oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. This isn't good! Oh. Haha. Get out of my way. Alright, Bart's already dead. I need to heal. No, no, I ran out of stamina. I need some food. Oh no, they just keep coming. They just keep coming. Run away, Homer. Hide behind the money. Oh no, they're coming for me. The army. They don't see me, it's fine. Oh no, they're gonna kill Bart.
Stop sharpening your pencils and sharpen up.
Ah, dude, I need more food. I saw some donuts somewhere. Oh no, they're surrounding me! And then once we get into the mansion, you know, after getting past a little glitchiness here and there, I can't move. I can't do anything.
One super fly crib.
I can't do anything. I'm pressing all the buttons, dude. I mean, this button works. Hit me. I can't, I still can't do anything. I might just have to let them kill me. Okay, this game is glitched. Can I just restart last checkpoint or something? Exit the game. And then come back. Okay, now, okay, that worked. I don't know what that was. That was weird. We find the creator himself. And then we have to fight off more of his creations in the form of Bender and Zoidbergs. Well, we have a Matt Groening boss fight. Switch! Damn it, dude. I hate that I can't switch sometimes. That's the worst part about this and like Lego games in general. Oh no, Bart! Just the constant switching back between characters. Don't like it. Makes things a hassle. I get that's the puzzle, but still. Okay, Matt Groening is almost dead. That's a Homer ramp if I've ever seen one. Where, dude, I'm trying to switch to him. There he is. Oh my god, Homer, you got the worst jump in video game history. It's actually crazy how bad it is. That should have hit. That should have hit. He's dead. Once defeated, he spills the beans, and he can't help them, then escapes in a private helicopter. The Simpsons now feel defeated, and don't know who to turn to now, when a brand new plan emerges to get help from the one being above the creator, the creator's creator, God. Lisa then builds a stairway to heaven using her Buddha powers, and the Simpsons embark on the final level of the game, Heaven. This level we actually use all 4 Simpsons and solve puzzles using all their abilities, as well as fight off a ton of enemies that we had already defeated and murdered throughout the entire game. We also have a couple annoying boss fights, first being with Shakespeare at the Gate of Heaven. Alright, well, we're in heaven now. Oh my god, dude, what is he throwing at me? Dude, I'm trying to dodge. You can't dodge this shit. Ah, god, throwing fucking fart clouds at me. Homer, I need you to like eat more. Ah, those have such crazy AoEs, like bigger than it actually looks. Nope, wrong one. Is he dead yet? Not dead yet? Get him, Homer, I'm locked on. Throw the damn jelly bean at him. Oh, I'm all out now. Great. Dude, it's so hard to dodge that. Oh my god, great. Oh, Jesus. Get his ass, dude. Speed ran. He's not dead, dude. What is going on? Okay, there he goes. Then we gotta fight Benjamin Franklin, who's probably the tankiest and most powerful boss of the game. But I guess I knew this since we have the backup of the whole Simpsons squad, as well as some of the hobbits we sacrificed earlier. And even with this whole like gang of people I had, he still managed to almost kill me with all this help. Alright, Bart is dead. Where's the rest of them? Marge is dead too! Why are you doing so much damage to everybody? Oh, dude, those fucking gummies do a lot of damage. Oh, now there's 2 of them. I don't know if that's a glitch or not. Marge, you're the last one. Run! Marge, don't get stuck! The whole family's dead. Oh my god, dude, this sucks. I can't even see. I can't even see. Oh, dude, and they do so much damage! What is this? As soon as I get revived, my family dies. Oh my god, this is annoying as shit. I'm going gummy mode. Fuck them. Bart's still dead. But once he's out the way, one more challenge stands in the Simpsons' way, and that is God himself, who challenges us with no normal boss fight.
No wonder you never hear about God having a girlfriend.
Is someone there? I don't have any money.
Our town, family, and friends are all suffering.
Yeah, God, you used to be cool.
Just because I'm a gamer doesn't mean I'm not cool.
Instead, his section takes the form of a Guitar Hero type game, which I probably can't show you too much of, you know, because it's blasting Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions. So, yeah, don't you just love YouTube copyright? Anyways, after that, we defeat God. Then it's revealed that he accidentally dropped the guidebook down to Earth for Bart to use, and then he sets things back to normal for The Simpsons, only for it to be revealed that he himself is a video game character that created their video game, and Ralph Wiggum is playing him.
Daddy, someone's looking at me.
Which we are also playing, resulting in like a 4 times continuity loop. I don't know. This game is about as meta as you can get, and it makes for a pretty interesting story. So if you like that type of shit, and The Simpsons in general, you should give this game a shot to see the story in all its entirety. And yeah, that's about gonna do it for this game. It was still a pretty decent game, even though there were a few things that were pretty annoying. That's not good. Where am I even supposed to go? Like, what is the goal right now? I'm not sure. Homer, your jumps suck absolute donkey ass. But for a platformer licensed game, for the time especially, it's about as good as you're gonna get. One of these days though, I may go back and check out the real classic Simpsons game, Hit and Run. But being as this is the Simpsons game that I actually played through before and people don't really bring it up as much, I felt more compelled to grind through this one and talk about it. Anyways, if you guys stayed till the end of the video, I highly appreciate you. And if you want to see the full edited playthrough, you can check it out at the second channel at the Nast Cast. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a nasty night, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Ned Flanders. Whoa! That was unexpected. Didn't dodge that one.